Okay, this is our tankless water heater, and I'm not seeing a care and use manual here close to it. This is our thermostat. Okay, this is the gas coming in. We have a sediment trap, comes up. But then if we look over here, watch out. See this? It hasn't been dialed in. Okay. If the plumber even has a manometer, it's collecting dust under the seat of his truck or whatever. He just bolted it up and let's go. Okay, but if you read the instructions, you're supposed to fine-tune the gas pressure coming into the water heater so that you get maximum efficiency. Then underneath here, while we're under here, you'll see that we've got a screen right there. And it's supposed to be cleaned out once a year. That's the difference between this being a 5-year water heater and a 15-year water heater. I'm not promising you that you're going to get 15 years. I'm not saying that. It could die tomorrow. I'm not saying that if you never clean it, it won't last 15 years either. I'm not saying any of that. I'm just saying that your odds are going to be better if you do like the manufacturer says. And the manufacturer, because this is a manufacturer, says that this screen should be cleaned out once a year. You've got some isolation valves here. You can read on Facebook how to, otherwise you're going to get wet. Read on Facebook how to isolate the valves and clean out the screen, or just get a plumber to do it. And then here's a little lesson about storage. You think that pressure relief valve can work with that, what is that, tree trimmer pole in front of it? I don't. It's blocking it. Now, when they move, they'll probably move the pole. But until then, or when you decide to put your own tree trimmer pole in your garage, you can think about that a little bit. Coming on along, this is our data plate. And just like reading the instructions for this, if we had the instructions with them, we could read the instructions for this. Okay, this is a high efficiency water heater, tankless water heater. It extracts all the heat that you called for with the gas and put it into the water instead of pushing it out the exhaust pipe. The exhaust still goes out, carbon monoxide, all that kind of stuff, all this stuff still goes out, but it's not nearly the temperature that we're used to because we extracted the heat because it's a high efficiency water heater. And being a high efficiency water heater, we have a condensate drain line. Okay, because the efficiency, it extracts condensate out of the air and it drips. Okay, and the drip is highly acidic. And the drip comes out to where? It doesn't. It's capped off. It goes down here and rots out your heat exchanger. Ruins your water heater. You don't want to put the acid back on top of your heat exchanger and all the delicate parts inside of your water heater. You want the condensate to come out. A condensate drain line should have come out. And then if the condensate drain line would have come out, then, you know, an easy way to do that, pans aren't required. Well, they might not be required, but a pan would be the most economical way. Put a safety pan, the condensate drains out to it through a neutralizing filter, read the instructions, and then it goes outside. And then it goes outside. It doesn't just stay in here. And then speaking of our our pressure relief valve, that the handle can't work, there should be a vacuum breaker in the same room as the water heater. Now, it just goes out the wall. It doesn't, I don't see how this arrangement would be a problem. I don't see that. I didn't write the rules. But if you're going to put a vacuum breaker on here, you're going to put a condensate drain, put them both into a pan and use the drain line that's going out, just go ahead and use that. So be raising the gas piping just a little bit. Okay, shorten your drip leg. The drip leg could be 1 inch. It doesn't have to be 6. So that it would fit around the pan. Put a pan there. Drop your pressure relief valve into that. Okay, have your condensate line drain to it. That's all you got to do. So does this, it's a 1-year water heater, works. Okay. Was it installed right? No, it wasn't. It wasn't adjusted. You didn't put our drain pipe on there. we need to make some considerations for our pressure relief valve. Care and use manual.